it's important, I think, to remember that sustainability is about thinking about decisions in a real-world context. Well, nothing about the environment was outside my real world when I was a kid growing up. Because for me, it was all about, a dirty Boston Harbor where when I jumped in, I had oil in my legs. It was about going into the industrial areas and other parts of Massachusetts where the rivers would run green and red on different days depending upon the textile industry and what it was doing those days. So to me, the environment was really personal. It was visibly falling apart when I was a kid. But the other thing to remember, I think, is that in my lifetime, it's gotten so much better. But it's also gotten very specialized. And the challenge I think we have is to remember that while we know a lot about individual things, we have to put them together and still think about them in the context of the real world and what people need. Not just clean air and clean water, they need jobs, they need a growing economy, they need a sense of hope, they need innovation. And those are the kinds of things that you bring to the table when you think about sustainability. So for me, sustainability isn't something I just started thinking about or I want people to think about. It's something I personally understand because my life began in the context of a deteriorating environment. We need to think about it in terms of our broader mission of this agency as we make every action to make people's real-world experience, real-world health, real-world resources better than they've ever been before.